Hi, I'm Faye.
Hello, I'm Fluffy.
And we're on a mission to be fabulous.
Bring joy, and most importantly,
Read the house down! Wait, no! Welcome, everyone.
Welcome, everybody.
Whoa! Fluffy, where did you find that? Ow!
Sorry. I couldn't hear you over my megaphone.
Where did you find that anyway?
Oh, it was just backstage with a sign that said, my megaphone. Therefore, it must be mine.
Oh, wow! Everyone, it's Indigenous activist Lynn Cormier. Hi, Lynn.
Hi, everyone. There's my megaphone.
Oh.
This is yours?
Yeah, I left it backstage with a sign that said, my megaphone. It's okay if you use it for now, though, but I'm gonna need it to get my message across.
But what happens if you don't have a megaphone and you're just one person with one voice? It can be so frustrating when people don't listen to you.
Have you ever had a time where you felt frustrated because you were trying to say something and nobody was listening to you?
Sometimes my friends don't listen to me and it makes me feel sad.
Yeah, definitely.
This one time with my friend, she was mad at me. I don't know why, but she kept ignoring me when I was trying to say what's wrong.
Because you two are brothers, is there a time where you don't really listen to each other?
Like every day. Yeah.
So people that don't feel like they're being heard can gather together in groups, and that's what we use protests or rallies for. I'm actually holding a rally this afternoon.
What's a rally?
Well, a rally is when we come together as people and we share a message together so that we can support one another and make change to the world around us.
What's your rally about, Lynn?
Well, my rally is gonna be to stand up for Indigenous people and support them so that they could get everything that they need to have a good, healthy life. And kids could use their voice to speak up for what they believe in. Your parents might say, you know, you'll understand when you're older, but kids are smart.
I think that we should have all of you use your voice to say some powerful things.
That's a great idea.
Let's say, I am smart.
I am smart!
My voice is powerful. Ready?
My voice is powerful!
Whoa. And you know, we encourage all of you to use your voices. Speak out. That is activism.
So can we come and join you and support you with your rally?
Absolutely, everyone here is invited.
Shall we all join Lynn today at her rally? Yeah!
Here you go. You might need that back to get ready for your rally.
Sounds good, see you there.
Bye,
Smells like Pepito is baking us something extra delicious.
But I'm so full from our big breakfast, I could burst.
Oh, that wasn't an earthquake. That was my stomach. I'm a little bit hungry. Aw, thanks, Pepito. These look small.
I'm stuffed.
Me too, but I'm also full. Ugh.
Sorry. Pepito, I haven't eaten all day today. I was wondering, are there any more cupcakes in the oven? Oh.
But how can you still be hungry, Faye? All of our cupcakes were equal size and we're stuffed.
Faye said she hadn't eaten all day. That would make anyone extra hungry.
Huh, I hadn't thought of that. But everyone got an equal share, so that's fair, right?
Well, it's fair for equality, but not fair for equity.
Ah, yes, so true, so true. Hear, hear, those are words that I understand.
What do they mean?
I don't know.
Well, equality is where everyone gets the same thing, and equity is when everyone gets the things that they need.
Oh, so in this case, Faye needed food, but we didn't because we were already full. So, to be fair, Faye should have gotten more.
Oh, no, Pepito, I couldn't take your share. You're not hungry? You're very kind, Pepito. Thank you so much. That was the extra little bit that I needed. I love my puppet friends. Meow. Are we ready for our settle down song?
Everybody settle down, how quiet can you be? Shake real fast, shake real slow, stand still as a tree. Now sit right down and gather round, it's story time. We've settled down, now take a look, let's open up this book.
Today's story is Neeby's Water Song, written by Sunshine Tenasco, illustrated by Chief Ladybird.
Slurp! Neeby was thirsty, thirsty girl. So thirsty her mouth was clucking. I'm thirsty, thirsty Neeby, I need water.
Neeby ran to her sink and tried to get water. Oh no, there was still no clean water. What should Neeby do? She ran to her neighbor's house. Nope, just brown water there. Ugh. Can you see her face? What do you think she's feeling about not having clean water? Yeah.
No problem. Thirsty, thirsty Neeby skipped down the road to the river. Kiggons, the fish, jumped up and told Neeby, "You can't drink this dirty water, blah!" This water was too sicky too.
No problem. Neeby skipped to the next town, the town with the big shiny houses. She knocked on the biggest shiny door she could find and said, "I'm thirsty, thirsty Neeby, I need water. Do you have water? May I please have some?"
The nice lady who lived in the big house with the green roof gave her a teeny tiny plastic bottle of water and shooed her away. Neeby was so thirsty she drank the bottle of water in one big gulp. Burp! Her water was all gone again.
No problem. Thirsty, thirsty Neeby went back to the house with the green roof and knocked and knocked and knocked some more. Nobody opened the door this time.
No problem. Thirsty, thirsty Neeby kept knocking on every single door in town with all the big shiny houses. Knock, 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 knock. But no one came out.
How do you think Neeby's feeling?
Sad.
What is she sad about?
Because nobody wants to help her.
How would you feel if you no longer could have a bath at your house or have a shower?
I feel sad that I couldn't smell good anymore.
How would you feel?
Sad and mad.
Yeah. Neeby made a sign. She danced and sang down every street with her giant sign. I am thirsty, thirsty Neeby, and I need water.
Neeby looked under rocks. Neeby looked under swamps. Neeby looked in houses. Neeby asked all of her friends. They had no water to share with her either. Where is the clean water?
But then all of Neeby's friends started singing and dancing with her. She is thirsty, thirsty Neeby, and she needs water. Water is life. I am thirsty.
Water is life. I am thirsty. Good. They were so loud that the people in the big shiny houses came out. They listened, and soon they were all singing to Neeby's tune. She is thirsty, thirsty Neeby, and she needs water.
The more they sang together, the louder they got. The whole town with the big shiny houses started to sing, "She is thirsty, thirsty Neeby, and we want to help her have water."
Can we see how Neeby's expression has changed? She doesn't look as sad anymore because now she's being supported by community.
With a lot of hard work, digging and singing, everyone worked together. And finally, thirsty, thirsty Neeby got her clean water, and she shared with all of her friends. And she was happy, happy Neeby.
The end.
So do we have a better understanding of what the word activist means?
An activist is somebody to say what is right and what is wrong.
Somebody who listens and speaks up.
That's a great answer. Your voice has power. Your voice can make change.
Yes!
Did you all enjoy the story we shared with you today?
Yeah!
If you see something that needs to be changed, are you gonna speak up?
Okay, everybody, it's time to rally. Grab your megaphone!
Yeah.
Remember to care.
Remember to be